Your goddess has no dominion here.
Right, so welcome back to the channel, everyone, and we'll talk about probably the first trailer of the new Avatar Fire and Ash. Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, there's a new Avatar film that's supposed to be coming out this week. Americans probably have it before I do, because I'm in the UK. R1 is on the 19th. And this video probably comes out the day before, and the trailers were out probably before then. So, yeah, they were out like 3 months ago. So, yeah, nice and slow on this one. So, what do I think about the whole thing? To be fair, I'm actually not that... I'm actually not that bothered about the film. I like Avatar. I kind of keep forgetting I need to talk about this film, but never late than never. So, when we talk about Avatar, we're talking about the continuation of the Avatar franchise, which I do like. It's not the most strongest thing in the world. It is basically... what's the word? So, basically, Dancing with Wolves with 6-foot-tall blue aliens. And to be fair, I'm actually not that bothered about how the story is going to go. I know there's going to be, well, I hope there's going to be at least 6 more or 5 movies altogether, but because they're so damn expensive, they're going to have to churn out these films anyway, and with any hope, the fact they're so expensive that they're going to make this full Dancing with Wolves with Blue Alien thing like right into 2030 at least, because James Cameron's been making these films for long enough, and you know what, I'm actually not that bothered about basically how it's gonna go. I hope it's gonna go well. I like the first one. I actually like the premise. I like the idea of the humans versus the Na'vi. I actually like how the second one went with Jake and his family. That was actually really wholesome, by the way. How Jake and his family were like so well. I've never seen a family positive in that manner, and it had to be blue aliens of all things. But we're gonna better talk about the film. So, this continues, I believe, straight on from what happened in Way of Water. Yeah, Way of Water. And it's dealing with the death of one of the children. The continuation of the Human Project, which we now know is the we know now it's not just a it's not just now a mineral mining operation, it's now a human population survival kind of thing. So when I'm watching my humans on the stage, I'm going to be really pleased to see them anyway, and I'm looking forward to it because we're starting to see the Quinnage, the Colonel, actually having to get involved with the Na'vi of different types. And we knew there was going to be different types of Na'vi. We saw the water ones before, and now we're getting introduced to the fire ones, led by this chieftain lady thing. Whatever her name is, I've stopped caring. We'll talk about it when the film comes out. And I think this film's going to be more about how people take their way of spirituality and their family and what needs to be done to make sure things survive, because Quinnage has clearly got the Na'vi who love fire involved, and this is just something obviously they're going to do with Dancing with Wolves. The Native Americans, so Native Indians or whatever you call them, they literally had the tribes against tribes, and this is going to be tribes against tribes, one on colonizer, one on the other, whatever you want to use the words, and that's what we'll see here. The interesting thing is the humans seem to be doing a lot more, according to the first trailer. We'll talk about the other things later on, that's a lot more interesting in the second trailer, but I'm interested to see what it is, because we're dealing with this Fire Nation, or Fire Tribe. We have something with the Air People as well. We seem to be cramming a lot of stuff into this. I hope it works. The last one was a little bit pushy, but But we seem to see with all these fire people that they clearly don't believe in the thing of Ewa. They don't believe in that at all. Because clearly a volcano erupted and destroyed their fertile land and the entire forest to the ground. And this tribe is into the fire aspect altogether. So burning everything to the ground to please themselves is, their trope. And I don't blame them in a way. Don't really blame them. And yeah, it's going to be interesting because humans have napalm and guns and weapons. And I feel like they're going to love those things as soon as they see them. And if we're having Greenwich having a girlfriend, fine, I guess. Quick enough to mention, we will have Jake getting finally caught by the who's the bad guys again? Humans. I don't care. Humans. He's going to be caught again. So, he's going to be caught for the first time. Finally, I think he's going to sacrifice himself to make sure his kids get away. It's just one implemented from the trailer. And we also need to talk about Avatar Jesus. Or Kiri. So Kiri's obviously in this. Didn't get along with the tribe that Jake's family had to go into. So we're just going to call her Ewa Jesus. I'm going to call her Ewa Jesus. Clearly she's going to get something more involved here. Where the chieftain that says at the end of the trailer that your god has no dominion here. But the thing is, Ewa definitely did create her out of just aspects. She can control a lot of what Ewa can do on a sort of an avatar level. So it'd be interesting to see what happens there. Clearly we're going to get a whole lot more with the Sky people. I'm looking forward to seeing what they are. It's a bit of a weird aspect, but fuck it, I don't care anymore. I don't really care. And it'll be interesting what this film comes out to be. And we will watch the next trailer tomorrow, and I'll talk about it then before the film comes out. And that'll be it. Thank you, and see you later. Goodbye.